There we go. Okay, everybody's got the sound is good now. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Thank you, MM2.008 or 008. Okay. What is a broadcast without one glitch? And it's our first one in 4 days, so pretty good, I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right, Alec is first. Just to remind everybody, if you did not hear that, Alec is. Let me get back to the standings, and we can get to the first word on the board. Alec is in third place right now. He absolutely has to win because he's 2 games behind Josh and 2.5 games behind Austin. Okay, that sets the scene. What are you liking on his rack? How would you play this rack, Excel? Let's see how you think.
Yeah, this is one of the most difficult racks to start with. Hold on, I'm still hearing a bit of echo there. Hope it's fine
Okay.
now.
Do you play now? The question always becomes: do you play short? Do you play long? Do you play off 6 tiles? You know, something like iodine or iodine and save an E. Do you play just an OI and balance your rack? Do you pass to what kind of strategy do you like to employ?
Genuinely, I'm going to exchange here, just exchanging OI or something. Giving my opponent floaters is not something I kindly subscribe to. So, seeing as I don't have anything scoring well above 30 or thereabouts, I'm just going to exchange 2,000. I mean, it's just my choice, but what would you do here?
Yeah, it's a very interesting. Oh my goodness, we are having sound issues. I hope everybody's okay. It is a very difficult situation. I remember having a conversation with Joe Edley many years ago, and he says, "Don't give your opponent the opportunity to go first if you can avoid it." I don't think you're going to avoid giving them a double letter next to a vowel. So I would probably just play OI, saving the L hook as well, and keeping the nice line. I would play
Well,
OI. I know you would pass it, but I would personally play it.
how about the Z, the Q, just an easy 40 for your opponent?
That's true. That's true. How do you think about oiled? I think oiled is fine as well.
Yeah, but we'll see him going for oiled instead, scoring 16 points, retaining irons. Pretty solid move there.
It's not bad. It gives your opponent 5 tiles to play through, which is always, you know, you're playing people who really know their words. It's always worrisome. But I mean, you got to play at some point. Now, he has not given him anything. There's only one 8-letter word with this rack. And he did not give him the letter he needs. So,
Yeah, I believe that would have been Bahrain's with the
yeah.
G.
Do you have your teleprompter working? Do you want to, you want to give it a go, or another piece of technology that could go wrong?
Now I have it under control. Yeah, so top choices here, pretty straightforward moves. Probably just play BAR
Yeah.
right here. Yeah, this will score about 19 points, retaining INS, which is a pretty good leave.
Oh, I think. Trying to figure out the guys. I thought I might have been on 2 YouTube pages, but I'm not. I'm only on the one. So anyhow, Austin decides to hold on to the A that he much prefers, but he could have blocked the double this way. I would have preferred bar. I would have agreed with you.
Okay, so yeah, so it goes for rip. It allows for some hooks, still opening up the board. I know it doesn't have the hooks currently, but that could yield something later. Okay, see the first bingo of this round. Really curious what that is.
Yeah. So we're just going to have to, sorry guys, we are having this terrible sound issue. And I'm wondering, Excel, Josh was wondering if you have anything open. We might need to do a refresh connection, everybody. definitely want to be with you all afternoon. So just a minor inconvenience while we fix this. Do you have anything else?
No, I currently don't.
You know what? I might be the one who has something open. Okay. I think I might have fixed it, and I'm going to apologize to everybody. I had the sound on and I had forgotten to turn it off. I think we're okay now.
Okay, okay, okay.
I think, are we okay?
I'm still hearing a bit of
No,
echo there.
no. Okay. Well, not that I'm happy that it's not fixed, but I'm glad I wasn't the source of the problem. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay. Can everybody hear me? Yeah, oh my goodness. It wasn't
Yeah, we
easy.
missed out on a couple of moves.
Yeah, we have. That is, oh, I'm sorry that your first experience on this is having this issue. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
We're going to try to get it fixed. And I'm just putting in the missing words just now so that we can get the stuff going. And then Zany goes up, and then we will get everything fixed for you guys. Okay. So now we're on to oh, it could be the telestration link, because that's the only
That's
thing that we're
true.
doing. Maybe that's the problem. Kiev move. If it has an audio source, that is the only new thing we're introducing. Excel, I believe, is that. So that could be it.
Yeah. It's muted now, but there's still the echo.
Okay. So Kiev was crushing the sim, and I would agree with you. That would be the absolute best play. It's unfortunate to keep the 2 O's, but that's okay. And now let's see what we have for Austin. Are you okay there, Excel? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out what's the echo here.
Yeah, I think you should close the telestrator and see if that's the source of it.
Okay, well, that is done.
It's a mystery. I mean, I'm watching just to let everybody know. So I know you a lot of tech people out there. I am watching the YouTube stream on my computer, but I've been watching on it for all 2 days with the sound muted, and that is not an issue. It hasn't been an issue. So something new has been introduced.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for any inconveniences there.
Well, you're assuming it's you, and it's not necessarily something that from your side. It could be from our side as well. It could be from Josh's side. We just don't know. So don't worry about it, Excel. Let's just try to figure out what should Austin do with this rack. Have you now? There is he is. So what he's decided to do is create an S hook for himself and get rid of the W that's with the U that he doesn't want, and of course to undouble his T's. Do you like that play? Well, I think we might have lost him.
I'm here. I'm just worried about
You're
muting.
worried about, yeah, it seems to happen when you start talking. Yeah. Oh. Well, guys, I'll do commentary on my own until Excel feels comfortable talking, and Josh will help him try to figure it out. If anybody else, it might just be a matter of what you might want to do. I'm just trying to think. I never wear headphones, Josh, and it's never been an issue. I'm just wondering if Excel should leave and come back in and log back in and start fresh. Do you think that might be a good thought? Or it could be your headset as well. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to stay with me until we figure this out. Some people are considering, so obviously Alex is going to want to try to get his rack in balance, but also create some openings for himself and not open up too much. For Austin, obviously, he's concerned that he open up a very big S hook. There is no way that he can reach the T on row 15 on the bottom row. He doesn't have any 5-letter words that he can play. One very sneaky suggestion is to play Ozeki to minimize perhaps the hook on 2, making a high letter point letter at 12 and coming down. But that does not solve the problem of an S hook. He could play something like YO, WHIO, to the J in Jihadin. He could score a lot and not open up anything, which would be my choice, not to open up anything because of the fact that he's in the lead right now, and play something like Hope to the left of Jihadin, making high O and Pa. Or just the simple Who to the right of JO to the J and not opening up a triple. There might be a concern, I like what Matthew's saying, a concern about that S hook and just playing OW and saving a nice balanced rack. Although the W and H go really, really well together, better than MH, I think. But there is a concern, like what is Austin up to? If he's going to play Hope, that's his most points, 33 points. Hope and Home were both worth that amount. And he doesn't open up too much. Now, Austin is wishing he had, I believe, an O or an E. Both thruster and thruster should be good. We hear Excel coming back. So I think it's definitely on his side. Everybody's hearing me okay? I think that's an issue, right? I hope so. There's also Truthers. I love that one, but he's going to play thrust. He has very few vowels, and I think that's the right play. And since we were not watching before, props to Alec for that Jihadin play, which was absolutely lovely. And in case people weren't aware of it, it does not take an S. So it really wasn't too much of a concern. Only if Alec knew it was not good and he was going to, trying to lull Austin into sticking an S on it, but he had nothing to worry about. All right, so Robin is fine, great. Okay, thank you very much, great. Hertz was another possibility and making Zex, but I don't know if it was worth the volatility, and the price, the score was very, very similar. Now, I think up thrust is good. Do we know any other prefixes for thrust? Yeah, up thrust is good. And I think that's going to be the only one. So up is a possibility, a sneaky way to score some points. 39 points. All righty, so Alec has AEILMOW. Obviously not bingo letters, but opportunities to score. There's no S open for Whalesome. That would have been the only bingo. And look at Austin. He just played off 5 consonants, saving one, and he just picked up 1 vowel. So there are games like this, but they're not games that you want to have when you're in contention to win a tournament or be one of the 2 finalists. He does have some cushion in the standings, but to just say the obvious, the best way to secure a spot is just to keep on winning, because once you have that lead, just hold on to it. So some thoughts for this rack. He can score as much as 34 points. Yeah, that Jihadin is a word that is a gift that keeps on giving. To the left of it, to the right of it, you can score a ton of points. Out thrust, over thrust, mega thrust. I love that, Rob. That's fantastic. So Always to be aware when you've played a word on the triple row that can be extended, to keep that in mind. And if you want a little trick about how to remember, if you see something like over or up or something like that, just write it on your score sheet and circle it, so that every time you look at your score sheet, you'll see the circle and it'll remind you, oh yeah, if I pick up or if it pick up out, put it on top of thrust. Otherwise, if you just try to remember it, try to think of it in your memory, it often doesn't work. So Alec decides to block. Sorry, you have to keep hearing my voice, guys, and my analysis, but I'm going to try to just keep it going nice for you guys. I think Austin wants to play Drek, but he doesn't have a K. But he's trying to do the best he can with what he has, and he's trying to keep the board open, which I think is very commendable. He could have played it next to Rib to make Drib, but there's no point. He needs to keep the board open. And so he's keeping another D hook for himself for Drib, and he's opening the board, which I think is exactly what he needs to do as he's behind. But Alex has now picked up the first blank, or is it the second blank now? So it's not looking that good for Austin this second.
All right, Robin, can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Robin, are you there?
Yes, Excel, I'm right here. That worked. That's good. I'm not hearing any echo now. Did you just turn something off? Oh, no,
Nah, seems it's back.
So does everybody see the bingo that Alec has? He's got one bingo, that at least one bingo that he can play. And I think it's just one. Can everybody see it? I'll give you a hint. It's to the R. And I won't give you any more hints because he's playing it. Very lovely find on Alec's part. 76 points, and not what Austin was wanting to see. He wanted to open the board for himself. And yet again, he only picked up 2 vowels and a repeat of the N. And now Alec has had both blanks. Undurns is actually good. So who knew that? Undurns is good. So which is why he has it on his rack this way. So he is going to play that. The only other bingos are in rounds and unrinsed. So Undurns comes down. But we would consider that a bit of a baby bingo. And that means that it's a bingo that doesn't score much more than, 70 is not bad already. Baby bingos usually are in the 60s. It could be as low as in the 50s, which is really bad. But Alex continues to pick up good racks. Not that he can play anything with this, but he can score with it. There's no L open. There are 2 bingos through an L. Oh, he's being challenged. Very nice. That is a bit of an obscure word, isn't it? Undurns. Now, is undurn good without the S? I bet it is. It is good. Okay. Alec can afford to do that kind of a challenge. It's just 5 points, and he's still 58 points ahead. But he's also only 58 points ahead. It's much closer than it was. A couple of bad racks, and we could just see Austin coming right back into this game. Alan, yes, he needs an L. There are 2 L bingos with that rack if people want to try to figure that out. One of them is a well-known one, has to do with wearing, let's say, a hat. And the other one, I'm not sure what it means. So I know that I would be wanting to undouble the A and get rid of the F and save AEPRS. I think that's an absolute beautiful rack. The board is not as open as you'd like, but you have to play through the UN, D, or E, or you can play on top of Whaley, of course. And other than that, it's going to get a bit tricky. Now, poor Austin has picked up the Q without a U. and no obvious place to, but there is an open U from Underns, and he could probably play to there. So
All
close
right.
to
Sorry to
quailing.
interrupt, Robin. We're
Hi.
here again.
Hi there. Ooh, I think we might have a winner.
Yep, I think we do.
Oh,
Keep jinxing it.
so close. Sorry, guys, get up here. So I think FAM is a good possibility. The chances of bingoing to the F with a word like sans serif, still a possibility, but highly unlikely. I don't think you're going to prevent yourself from playing a word like FAM just because of the possibility of sans serif. He doesn't want to go any further than that and create an S hook for Austin because there's still two S's unseen to him. If he had something like Campai, that would be pretty safe. He could do that, score a lot, and you can extend beyond the M, but I would not recommend it in order not to make it easy for Austin to bingo back. Sorry about that. How are you? I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a live stream. I can't talk about things. Well, days for someone to come to my door, try to sell me something. Okay. Another way to play the FA would just be to go underneath Cohen-Amers. That would score 22 points. I don't really see the point of that. It creates a bingo lane with an OFT or an OFF. Unless he had the other F, I don't see the point of that. I like the idea of just playing off the FA, and I would love to ask my co-host what he thought, and hopefully we will get him. It's like a streaming sitcom, it is. I had turned off all my sounds, I promise you guys, and I cannot control somebody coming to my front door. Sorry. Maybe I need to get a sign saying broadcast in happening, please make no noise. That's, oh my goodness, maybe I should do that for the future. If I get enough of these gigs, I will do that. He could also just play FAA as well underneath Cohen-Amer. There are 13 vowels, however, to 22 consonants. I would not recommend playing off so many, which is kind of, I can't believe that considering how many consonants Austin has had. But I can see playing off two A's, FAA under Cohen-Amer would make it much more difficult to bingo underneath it. But with so few vowels left relative to consonants, I would be a little bit afraid of doing that. Yes, we could get someone to play ding dong. Hang a towel bag on the door handle. Yeah, isn't that something like you do in college, right? You hang a towel on the door so you know not to come in on your roommate, that you're a little busy. So this will be our Scrabble version of it, the towel on the door handle. Oh God, don't leave me alone too long with this broadcast. I'm gonna get frisky. Okay. So Alec taking his time, perhaps a little bit too much time on this turn. I'm not exactly sure what he's thinking of, but he is definitely going through everything in his head and trying to make the absolute correct play. And I have a feeling that whatever he plays, I'm going to go, wow, that was not expected. But we'll see. I mean, I think what he would love to do is block underns and to some extent, right? And he has that F to go under underns, but he's going to block the easy A and E and O extension hooks onto Wally. And he's going to play his E for another few points he's going to get another 7 points. So that could be well worth it. I know that we have this saying in Scrabble that if you can get at least 7 more points with your S, then play it. Well, if you can get 7 points with an E, then you should definitely play it. And look at that. Look how many vowels he picked up. That turned out to be very good. But that's going to be a huge issue for Austin, I believe, as the play goes on. Now, Austin also has an opportunity to fast play Alec, who used up a good 4 or 5 minutes on that last play. didn't exactly, I know he was trying to close up the board, but he also made a very IEF over frap, IFER and SAW. But we're going to see him continue to try to clog up this board. And I think once he's done that now, the next thing is to play under or over frape, and the blockage will be complete, except for over ion and rib. That's can't control everything at once, but he could do one at a time. Austin desperately needs to bingo now and then within 2 turns, and I don't think that's going to happen with these racks. You do not want to see a V show up on your rack when you're trying to balance your rack and bingo. He saved, I think, very nice. I think he saved COAL or GOAL on his last one. His rack is actually better than Alex, but he's not in a position now. He's just getting further and further behind. Give me a sanity check. Is Sam Fu worth it? That's very fun. That's a fun word. No, it's not worth it because you don't want to stick the S on the triple row, but it is a great word. It feels like he's close to something, but what can he do to not to keep the board open? I think at some point he is going to have to open up something where the M is camo, but you don't want to do that. You want to get rid of your V. You've got to get rid of your V. I don't know why my simulation keeps giving me Galvo on top of frap. I don't see the point of that. He's got the lovely coeval and crib. Oh, no, he doesn't, because he hasn't played oaf. Let me get this in. I did not put oaf in. Sorry about that. And now we'll put in his rack. Okay, so I think Vog is what is coming up. You don't want to play Vlog. You don't want to play off 2L, but you might, because there's so many consonants left. So Vlog might have been a consideration, but he wanted to keep another consonant with his 2 A's and a C. Coma is a very interesting thought, right? Because it takes the E as well. And the L as well. I like the idea of coma. That was really interesting, Rob. I like that one. Or whoever suggested
Can anyone
that.
hear me?
Yes, Excel, we can hear you without echo. Oh, sorry about that, Source. That was probably a good. I think coma was a very interesting thought, but that V is a real problem. Oh, look at the Alcade. Oh, my goodness. And he can play it, too. That's an obscured spelling of Alcade. Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay!
I don't even know what to say.
Did we figure out what the issue was?
Yeah, I think my headset was too close to my mic, so it wasn't even anything technical. Just to move the mic a bit farther. That's all.
Okay.
But Josh keeps saying it could have been in settings. But I mean, the main thing is I'm back, and there's so much I need to catch up on.
Well, what's happening is that Austin finally picked up a lovely bingo, the natural Alcade, and finally, and not unexpectedly, Alex has blocked the best bingo lane. He did create a new one by playing frape, even though he was trying to block the one over Whaley. But it's far harder to bingo. Like Austin could have bingo to it right now, but that was a long time ago. So we're going to let this game go. Don't worry about it. And we'll be all fresh for the next one. No worries. I'm just glad you're back.
All right. Thank you so much. I noticed you mentioned some extensions to trusts earlier. Would we be seeing any possibility of that?
Yeah, out thrust is still available, for example.
Oh, cool.
And there'd been over, and there was a whole bunch of other ones, but I think with so few tiles left, we're going to I'd have to look back into the. Rob had put them all out for us very thoughtfully. Under thrust, that's not available.
And mega thrust. So.
Mega thrust, excellent. Yeah, not available. Yeah. Wow, that's a good one to know.
Okay, so Austin has Alcade. I don't believe that's landing on this board.
Yeah, so that was just blocked because of the Agio. And I have to change the location of the agio. And let's see what is now. A very interesting thought, I think. Oh, I like this one a lot. I like the thought here. Saima through the M and Koenam are setting up the E hook because he doesn't have any S's.
Well, that scores quite well.
Takes an R as well as an S. However, it's easily blockable. You get to a point in the game where it's just like whack-a-mole. You just keep opening the board and your opponent.
Yeah.
Any IER or IES bingos, any IES bingos can only be done by Alec over Frap. But IER exists as well. So I don't know. Simon does everything you want it to do. It undoubles the A. It sets a hook up for yourself. It gets rid of the Y and it scores. I don't know that I see anything better, unless you just play demi and give it up. No hooks, but you score more, 6 points more. Anything that you're liking? I don't know. I'm thrusting you. I'm mega thrusting you into the game that you haven't.
I'm desperately trying to keep up here. What path to victory could there be for Austin in this game? He's trailing by about 70 points. Okay, we see him opening the board with Simon there, hoping to hook it with either the E or if he draws into the S. But we know Alec already has the S's.
Yeah, and he needs a T for stimulus. Can you imagine having a bingo with that rack? But he nowhere to put it. But because he has the S, he doesn't have an R, but he does have 2 S's, and I can't imagine he's not going to block that spot. Austin has picked up a really, really good, related treadle, altered, alerted, all that stuff. There's not going to be anywhere for him to. What's actually really sad is he could only play treadle.
Yeah, treadle would fit with Simon,
but he can't play anything on the bottom because he does not have a situation where he can do 2 vowels and a consonant to end it. If TPA was good, he would have redealt there, and then we'd have a very exciting game right now.
True.
Treadle Simon, yeah, that's clearly his. You're getting some nice comments. We love your voice and your analysis, and I'm pretty sure they're talking about you.
I've barely analyzed anything. I'm so sorry, guys.
The sad thing is that there's all sorts of bingos through the C as well, clareted and decretal and treacle, but will not be playable for Austin. It would be amazing for him if he had 2 stoppable places. Although I think you could just do that by playing through the O in Koenammer or through the, just going downwards, and then that would just block everything. And he might do that as well. But I don't see any reason why he not get rid of one of his S's.
Yeah, but I think from Alec's POV, there's the possibility of IER bingo still fitting above Fripp.
Yeah. Right. So I'm saying he doesn't have any IES. He can't do IES, but he can do IER.
Yeah. But
so I think something like Umus. Do you like Umus and just Simas and get rid of it all, or what are you worried about? Oh, yeah, he's going to do what I said. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Well, he's allowing for 8s, so he's not
exactly.
It. I mean, it'd have to be just right, but just right happens.
Almost tailored if there was Simad or something.
Yeah, if Simad was good. Now he's picked Moxbib. There's an old story about Moxbib, and you're too young to know it, but I can't remember what it is. All right, so he's decided just to block everything this way. And it is, I like the idea. Yes, he's allowed for an 8, but he's also now not allowed any bingos to or through the C and anything underneath Sima. So I like his thinking. Umos would not have done that. And he's not that far ahead that he can, allow for a bingo to come through.
So would Austin be looking to open something at the right side of the board?
I think he has to. He has to allow for the place over Frap to continue, and then he has to create a distraction on the right side.
Yeah.
Now, how is the best way to do that?
Yeah, but after Sol, he knows he's definitely not picking an S because That just shows Alec must have been retaining an S in that turn.
And all Alex has to do on the next turn is play something like uh, even he could play socks or just ox to the right of jihadine and close that
Oh,
lane. Yeah,
okay, in PX.
yeah. So I think Austin has to do it right now. He could play something like pal,
Or just pal, yeah, setting
just
up
pal.
pale.
If he did something like pad, he doesn't have an I and he doesn't have an S. So something like pal, I think, would be really good. But I think it's very hard for him to bingo on top of frap without another vowel. um, let's see what else.
Yeah, so let's say he plays pal, it would retain REALET, right? Oh no, the D instead.
He
And
would,
even if he
yeah, he
to
would
pick
save
the
redate.
I,
He would save redate.
and then an I draw with that would still not yield any bingo. So
Yeah, but and I can't believe it would stay open. I think it's a much more dangerous spot than anything over frap because of the requirement of two vowels and then a consonant or ending in two vowels.
that's true.
But what could he pick up if he had redate? Yeah, nothing with the I. He doesn't know that but we know, so we don't have to go through all the tiles. But yeah, I guess he would just be thinking about it. If he picked a T, he'd have treated and aretted. That won't work. Nothing with the U. Retaxed, he would have to play it to the right. Could you imagine getting
Yes.
retaxed and tail?
Yeah, someone in the chat is pointing out parts in that same spot, setting up for Lydia, which
Yeah,
plays in both places.
same idea as playing pal. Yeah, same idea. Highly blockable, but maybe much easier to bingo with dealer than redate because the DT combination could be very cumbersome. So I like that.
Yeah.
Um,
I think all Alex would have to do is just score a turn.
yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, there you go. So he can get Lettier.
Yeah,
He needs the eye for Lettier.
yeah, and it
Oh my
plays in
goodness.
both spots.
Okay. Now Alec is going to regret taking so much time on that fan play because he needs now. Oh, he cut another T.
Oof, tough throw there.
Oh my goodness, he's not even thinking. Well, he easily could have had
Well,
Lettier, but he would not. He didn't empty the bag, so like fantastic.
yeah, I was about to say that. And it retains the S to maybe play 6 letter beneath ifs. Beneath
Oh
if.
yeah, he's very happy to see that I bet.
Yeah.
So we know that in the bag is yet another T. Oh my God, can you imagine? He picked another T and he's left a T in the bag. Oh my goodness.
And I'm not
So
seeing any other setup.
for the first time viewer, what happens if you go over time? What happens is that the person who's gone over time has up to 59 seconds, 60 seconds to make the next play. For each minute that they go over, they lose 10 points. Thanks for asking those questions. Keep asking them. That's great. Oh, look at the obeism. Isn't that pretty? To the right of Katu and XU. And it's pretty much unblockable. XL, I think he's going to get it no matter what. What a pretty play.
Ooh, that's going to score a ton. Yeah. I think at this point, Austin knows the game is gone.
Yeah. If he had Lettier right now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 9, 24, 78, 32, 82 points. So he would be at 407 to 395. But obeism, I think, would beat him no matter what.
Yeah.
So that it was just an absolutely, and especially if Alec was setting that up, hoping to pick up the eye.
Yeah, now that I think about it, XU was a very good move there.
Yeah.
Just setting up your I and your S.
Yeah, this is Scrabble 301, 401, not 101. Not only that, but the B hits the double letter. I mean, it just does everything he wants it to do. That just an absolutely brilliant play. I just love it. And really, there's nothing that Austin could do other than just play something like JEED or something just to block, you know. But that's only to cut spread.
Would blocking be the best in here?
Yes, if he had, that's a good point. If he had led here, Obiism would not have been on his rack. That's a very good point. But he still would have scored very well to the right of XU.
So there's currently one tile in the bag, and we've confirmed it's the T.
It is
I wonder what Austin might be thinking about here.
I think he's having a whole series of swear words going through his brain. I really don't see anything that he could do that would be helpful. Nothing he can do to open the board, and that Obiism is just a killer. That's just the winning play.
And it's funny. Imagine being down by 70 points, and your best move here would be to block your opponent's best move.
Yes, so that you can lose by less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feels so counterintuitive.
That's very, very sad. Just doing like a quick championship player. I don't know why it's saying that playing DE underneath Saima to make Saime is a 29 chance of winning. I have no idea how that is even possible.
Maybe it finishes no matter what.
He might need to do something like try rethrust. I don't know. But because of the nature of this challenge rule, it's I mean, I've benefited greatly from just sitting there and watching my opponent squirm while he has to decide whether to challenge or not, because he'll lose his turn if he's wrong. But you don't have that in this dictionary. So I think that's why a lot of people really do prefer the other challenge rule. There is only one tile, two tile fish. Yeah. And he can't even really set himself up and block the XU if he plays like Jet. There's the S. He'd have the last E, but Alex has the last
S. Yeah.
The last S. There's really, it's sad. I'm gonna just, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna take a quick look to see if we have any updates from people who might have finished their game in round 26. No, all of the top 5 game players are pending. Jason Keller did beat Becky Dyer by 146 points to go up to 15 and 11, but his cum is only 238, so he had a very low cum going into this if he won by 150, 146. So I don't, it is no longer an issue. There was no way that he could be in contention because he's 3 games behind. Yeah. So I have no news for you there. And I might try giving you some updates as well on the other dictionary because, oh my goodness, Joey Malik, who had been in first place for much of the day yesterday and today, has now fallen into 3rd place because of they're now all at 19 and 7. 3 of them, Ori Swift, Mac Miller, and Joey Malik, are all at 19 and 7. And Ori Swift has a monster cum of 17-17. All righty.
So it seems Austin has made his move here.
I wanted to see his face when he plays the T, when he picked up the T. What do you got to do? What do you got to do? So many tiles available. All right, so I think we're going to see Obiism very quickly. I have, okay. Very, very nice. That's going to end the game. And for the 3rd rack in a row, Austin has altered, related, treadle. That's very sad. Yeah, fish twice, picked up T twice, and really not. Yeah. The eye was everything. He needed everything.
Well, I think we're seeing a challenger.
Yeah. He might just be challenging Pat too, but no, he doesn't know Obiism. Okay, very good. That's true. If he had challenged Patu, he would have lost another 5 points as well.
Oh, really? I find that interesting. So, when you challenge multiple words, it's 5 points each.
You know what? I was this days old when I learned that. I learned that yesterday. I did not know that. So we never got to see anything go on top of thrust, except for
Oh,
reason now, but not as a yeah. So it's almost really doesn't matter what Austin plays. He's got 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Um, we'll just keep an eye. We'll keep having an eye for you guys on any news that comes in terms of winners and losers still pending. So Austin is going to lose this game, and he's going to go to 18-8. And we know that Wellington, who we don't know how Wellington is doing. Alec, who is at 15.5. Alex had to win basically all of his games, and he is now succeeding on getting that first one. But it all depends on how Josh Castellano does, who's 2 games ahead of him. So it's all coming down to the last few games, which is kind of how we like it.
yeah. This loss sucks for Austin, but I mean, it makes things a lot more interesting for the standings and for the stream. So,
Yes,
uh,
but does not make his wife Lindsay feel any better.
yeah, I've been seeing her in the chat quite a lot. Kudos to her supporting her husband.
And then Alice goes out for okay, let's head to the mics.